If you are a kettlebell beginner and you're looking for a great place to start, check the first link in the description. It is a 30-day workout course filled with kettlebell workouts for free. Click the link, sign up, and enjoy.
So let's start with number one. Now, in order to build muscle, we need mechanical tension. Matter of fact, science agrees upon the fact that mechanical tension, moving your muscles with weights, that this is the primary driver to build muscle. And there's two things that we want to focus on. First of all is time under tension. So how much time are we spending under tension so that the muscle is actually working? It's not just 1 second. We want to make sure that we work a little bit longer. And we want to make sure that we focus on the so-called yielding phase. So let's make it very practical and easy. The exercise that I'm going to show you that helps you to build that mechanical tension is the press. Let me demonstrate the exercise first. You can watch me. Now you see what I did there. I bring the kettlebell overhead in the so-called top fixation, and then I take my time to bring the kettlebell back into the starting position. This is called yielding. When the weight is on top and I drop my arm back down, this is the yielding phase of the lift. And pressing is the overcoming phase of the lift. Now, if we want to build muscle, we want to make sure that the eccentric phase or the yielding phase, it's the same, that we slow it down a little bit. So let me demonstrate the lift. The first thing that I want to show you is how to rack the kettlebell properly so that it sits nice and tight on your forearm, on your wrist, so that you load your frame, how we call it. Watch me. Cleaning the weight up is backswing, pull it up, hand insertion, rack position. Watch this. Can you see this? Can you see how the kettlebell sits nice and tight on my forearm or on my wrist? Now, this is the first arch of the handle, the upper arch, and this is the lower arch of the handle. The upper arch connects with my web space, this thing right here, and the lower arch connects with my forearm bone. So if I rack the weight like this, I can wiggle my fingers, and now I have stacked my frame, my skeleton, with additional weight. It's one of the unique perspectives, one of the unique aspects of kettlebells. You can rack your frame without actually having to hold on to the weight. It's unique to the kettlebell. So now I'm closing my fingers into a fist, and I don't have to worry. The kettlebell doesn't drop. It's impossible. And now sits deep in the so-called hand insertion or a hook grip. So now what I do is the elbows close on my body, and once I press up, I imagine I want to press the handle up first. Watch if I do it slowly. And I'm using my other arm to assist me right here. Do you see this? And once I'm in the top fixation, can you see how the kettlebell points away from me to the right side? Now the weight sits on my frame again. I don't want to do something like this because then my muscle has to work. It's a little bit, or can be even dangerous if you use heavier weights to a certain extent. So I want to just stack it on my frame. And now I take my time. I take my time. I take my time to bring the kettlebell back into the rack position. So therefore, if I do the press, my chest and my shoulder does some work, and if I bring it back down, my lats have to do some work. A great upper body movement. So now let's try this together. Make sure you have enough space. So let's start with the left side first, and we're gonna try 5 presses. I give you a little bit of time to get set up. And we start in 3, 2, 1. We clean the bell up first. Now try to follow my pace. Don't go too fast. Weight is stacked on my body, elbows close to my body. Now let's press with the left side first. That's one. Now go slow. Back up. Back down. Back up. Number 3. Back down. 2 more. Back up. Back down. 1 more. Back up. Back down. Now we switch sides. Other side. Clean it up. Make sure it sits deep inside your in the kettlebell handle. You connect with your forearm. Press the handle up first. 5 reps. Drop it slowly. Back up. Drop it slowly. Back up. Drop it slowly. Back up. Drop it slowly. Last one. Back up. Drop it slowly. Park the bell and relax. Now what I love about the kettlebell, it gives you a nice pump, but you also start sweating at the same time. I love this combination. So this is the press. Great for upper body muscle. And we want to focus in that regard on mechanical tension most of the time. So keep that in mind. The press. Single-handed with the left and with the right side. Now let's jump to number 2. There's another factor that is discussed among the science world when it comes to building muscle, and that is metabolic stress. Metabolic stress is metabolite buildup in your muscle. And you can really make it very simple. Imagine when you are moving weights, you start sweating, you start breathing, and your body is creating ATP in order to move, so energy builds up, right? So then there's waste products that start to create in your muscle. They build up, and these are metabolites. And it is hypothesized that if we increase that metabolite buildup to a certain extent, that this may contribute to muscle growth. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's a little bit discussed. Everybody agrees on mechanical tension. The metabolite buildup, I think, is a little bit in the air. But I'm taking this information from Dr. Brett Schoenfeld, who's the hypertrophy doc. So I'm putting my bets on him. So how can we build metabolic stress? I want to show you the hand-to-hand swing now, because I believe with the hand-to-hand swing, it is a ballistic exercise which works great. The kettlebell lends itself perfectly for ballistics, and we can go for longer sets of time. So if we want to increase that metabolite buildup, I think if we can increase the set of time, the work, the volume that we are doing, then we are on the right track. And if we combine the number 1 and number 2, mechanical tension and metabolite buildup, I think we're on a very great start. So now let's check out the hand-to-hand swing. So let me demonstrate it first, and you can watch me. So what happens? The kettlebell rests approximately half a meter in front of you. We call this a triangle when we start out. I grab the weight. Now you saw me switching my wrist orientation. Don't worry about this. This is just the way I grab it. But now let's just focus on the so-called front grip, where we grab the kettlebell like this. So I grab the kettlebell in a very loose grip, and I orient my grip a little bit towards the lower part of the handle. So then I pull the kettlebell into the backswing. I connect my full arm with my body. And once I connect it, I use my legs, my posterior chain, the muscles right here to bam, swing the kettlebell up. So at this point, once I'm fully extended, the arm starts traveling, the kettlebell starts traveling. Then I'm switching hands and I let the kettlebell drop into the backswing. And then I come back up. And I want to make sure that when the kettlebell drops, that I want to connect my arm to my body as soon as possible so that I can use my hips. Let's give this one a try. Whenever you are ready, I'll give you a couple of seconds to set up. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do 15 reps. Let's go. Seven, 10, 15. Park the bell. Yeah. It is very important to have a very loose grip with your arms so you don't actually move the weight with your hands. There are 2 great cues that I want to share with you right now if you want to learn the swing. And that is, number 1, your hands grab the weight, but they don't move the weight. You grab it, but your hips move it. Second cue is from my mentor, Steve Carter. He says, maximize the time the arm is connected to the body and minimize the time the arm is disconnected from the body. Your arm wants to stick to your body as long as possible so you can use your hips. Now, as a little bonus with number 2, if we want to take it a little step further, we can use a so-called high pull. And a high pull involves a little bit more action with our arms, which may add to building practical muscle, because then it's not just a ballistic aspect where we let the kettlebell drop and then we let gravity do its thing, but we use a little bit more muscle. It's an advanced exercise, but I want to show it to you. Very quick. Watch me first. Now I have to turn the kettlebell around, grab it so that the thumb is facing my hip, and now watch me. This is a tough one. And I can't slow it down, so it's not that easy. So what we're actually doing is the same idea as with the swing, but once the kettlebell's approximately on hip level, I want to pull my elbow up, and the hands or the kettlebell is pointing towards the floor a little bit. I always want to make sure that the elbow is a little bit higher than the weight, so I can really, boom, pull the weight in and then let it go again. These are powerful exercises. So just to recap, number 1, building mechanical tension, we use a press. Number 2, using metabolic stress, we use a swing or a high pull. And now number 3, what you have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is now a mini workout. So I want to invite you to do a workout with me. It's not a big one, but I want to show you what it feels like if we use these 2 exercises and use them properly. So let me explain what we're going to do. We do 1 minute press with the left side, 1 minute press with the right side. Then we do 1 minute hand-to-hand swing, and then we drop the weight, we relax a little bit, and then we do 30 seconds high pull with the right side, 30 seconds high pull with the left side as a finisher. A very short workout. And after every set, after every minute is finished, we drop the weight to relax a little bit. So whenever you are ready, maybe you want to get hydrated, get a sip of water, and get ready. We start in 3, 2, 1. See the timer behind me? Left side, clean it up. Elbows close, press. Go down slowly. Back up. Take your time. Back up. Take your time. Back up. Take your time. Use those lats. Come on, guys. And gals. Take your time. One more. Go slow. Drop it slowly. Drop it slowly. Drop it slowly. Drop it slowly. And boom. Park the bell. Relax a little bit. Breathe. 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 If you weren't able to do the full minute, don't worry about it. And if you have to put the kettlebell down even earlier, do it. The right side. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Go slow. And remember, if you have to put the kettlebell down a little bit earlier, you do that. Back up. Go slow. Think about it. Mechanical tension. The yielding phase. Take your time in that phase. If we want to build muscle, practical muscle, we want to go slow on that one. Take your time. Take your time. Back up. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. We got 20 more seconds, guys. And gals, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. This is the last one. Back up. Go slow. Now take your time. Take your time. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Park the bell. Shake it off. Walk a little bit. Breathe. Breathe. Awesome. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hand-to-hand swing for 1 minute. In 3, 2, watch the timer behind me. 1, let's do it. If you follow my breathing pattern, I breathe in once the kettlebell drops in the backswing, and I breathe out when the kettlebell's on chest level. I call this method cocaine breathing because I breathe into the nose once the kettlebell lands in the backswing, and I do a sharp exhale through the mouth when the kettlebell's up. Sounds like this. Try to mimic. Couple more seconds. Park the bell. Relax. Breathe. Shake it off. Whew. Okay. Now the tough one. Oh my. We're going to do 30 seconds high pulls with the left side. Once those 30 seconds are gone, we drop the bell, relax, and then 30 seconds with the right side. This is going to be a tough one. Whenever you guys are ready. Come on. It's 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Now use those muscles in the hips as well as from your arms. Now park the bell. Shup. Nice. Breathe. Relax. Breathe into the nose. Shake it off. Are you ready for the final 30 seconds? Come on, you got this. Come on. You ready? In 3, 2, 1. The right side. Let's do it. Control the bell. We got a couple more seconds. Park the bell. Boom. You got it. Whoo, nice. Take a big breather. Now you might have noticed that we combine strength with a little bit of endurance, and that is what the kettlebell is all about. And that is one of the reasons why I say you can build practical muscle. You won't look like a bodybuilder if you train with kettlebells. No, you won't. But you will most definitely build muscle. And the reason why I call it practical is because you can use it in everyday life. There's a huge skill transfer from the kettlebell into different sports and into different daily activities such as walking, jogging, gardening work, helping somebody, a friend or a loved one move or whatever. Just even walking up the stairs, the skill transfer from the kettlebell is so massive, and you can still look solid and get a shredded and good looking physique.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it and consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. If you're looking for kettlebell courses that can help you lose weight, build muscle, and improve your kettlebell technique, then check out the Lebe Academy. Let us help you discover a new perspective on kettlebell training, making it simple and easy for you to understand. Join the waiting list of your desired course now and secure your spot when it's open for enrollment. Link is in the description.